Each one of them. So
someone's gonna have fun in the video editing.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the one who's fun editing it, but
we've jumped straight back into episode 2.
Episode 2, yeah.
Stopped filming and we had
started talking
started talking about kind of the same thing, but then we went on to some pretty cool stuff. So we started talking about
conversation was flowing and
Prestige.
Because we were saying about the Prestige, and we were saying about
Nolan film.
Yeah.
So we went Nolan. We were talking about the next episode, I guess.
David Bowie as Tesla. Bowie?
I've
always said Bowie.
I say Bowie.
Bowie. I don't know how he would have said it.
Bowie.
I don't think he knew.
No, I think he just showed up. He's just like, I'm David.
Hi, I'm David.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't.
It's not even his real name.
His name's David Jones, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he had to change it because one of the members of the Monkees is called David Jones.
Something like that, yeah.
And they were in the charts at the time, so he had to change it.
Bowie.
Where
did I get
I
Bowie from?
Because he
loved like space and stuff.
Can you Google something for me? His son directed an amazing film. Someone was talking about this.
No, I told you the other night.
What was he?
Duncan Jones did Moon.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Source code. Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to use the computer.
Zoe. Well, he was known as Zoe Berry, wasn't he? He was
Yeah.
He was from David Bowie's first book.
But we were talking about alternating current, weren't we? And Tesla's alternating current. And I said the first time that I heard about Tesla, the first interaction, or the first time I ever heard of him as I was Tesla Coils in Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Yeah.
Which was just, what a game.
Incredible.
I mean, the soundtrack to that, I remember we had it on the game that my brother got, which was for the PC. It came with a separate disc, which was just the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And it was this thing called Hell March. It was that...
Is this the Red Alert game?
Yeah, I'm going to try and find it. Because I'm like...
That and I remember literally, my dad had a...
What do you call it? Hell March?
Yeah, Command and Conquer Red Alert Hell March, yeah. And my dad was like, we played it in the car and we just went mental because I was like, well, it's weird that I'm a vegetarian pacifist now, but my favourite game as a kid was Red Alert.
Yeah, a strategic.
And there was all the things about Tanya, the commando.
Yeah.
And well, you were saying, it was one of the first games that really had those
FMV, full motion video.
Are you ready? Yeah. Right, we'll go back.
The memories.
Westwood Studios.
Yes.
So I guess we'll swing back into Mortal Kombat with.
I don't know if we play this. Are we going to get copyrighted?
I don't think so. We played less than.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
We played a few seconds.
And then, of course, you had Red Alert 2, and there was the expansion, Yuri's Revenge.
Yeah.
Which was just incredible.
See, I'm lost with this.
And then Tiberian Sun.
Oh, yeah. Well, because technically Red Alert is a prequel to the original Command and Conquer.
Yes.
With General Zod and all that. No, that's a Superman villain. Who is it?
Is it? Nod.
Nod, that's it. Yeah, Nod, yeah.
Nod. Because there was the two sides was Nod and GDI.
That's
the Global Defence Initiative, yeah.
So Red Alert is actually... Red Alert is a prequel to how that happens.
Yeah.
So the Soviets...
Say prequel again.
Prequel. Can I say it right?
You said pre-crawl?
Pre-crawl.
Pre-crawl.
Yeah, pre-crawl.
Pre-crawl.
Yeah. So...
There you go, guys.
It's a beginning that leads into Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
And that's where you have to mine the Tiberian ore and all that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I never knew growing up, because I started off with Red Alert.
Yeah.
But Command and Conquer was much older, of course. It was,
Well, it was sort of, wasn't it set in the 70s or 80s or something?
Well, it's an alternate history, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Red Alert, they explain that. Like Albert Einstein creates time travel, the chronosphere.
Yes, I remember. And then, because you could basically bring troops from the future back to your time to reinforcements for the battle and stuff.
I'm lost, guys.
It was an incredible story.
This is dead to me.
And the full motion video bits they had.
this is something
no, honestly,
this is our childhood.
Just get on you.
I remember
just go on YouTube the videos of it.
So I remember playing it, and it was like
it's a strategy game.
Futuristic Age of Empires for me.
Yes,
You guys seem to be quite in depth.
You had the mammoth tanks.
I
and
loved it. And then if you've got the cloning mechanism.
Yes,
You could have an army of dogs and Tanyas and just send them in.
Dogs, yeah. But then you all had the
Tanyas.
Yeah, the defensive
There was even.
things.
Am I making this up? Were there dolphins? You could have dolphins of the.
I think you're making it up.
No. There was you could have the Naval Command Centre in Red Alert 2, and you could have dolphins.
A naval command.
I haven't played Red Alert 2, so
I don't know if I'm making this up.
I don't remember dolphins in the first one.
I don't know if I'm confusing that with a Simpsons episode.
Right?
They shoot dolphins from the. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like the Life Aquatic, where we've got like the homing turtles and like the dolphins that have got like the things attached to their heads. But like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lost. But I've kept this for ages, so we'll.
What is it? What is that?
This is what is it? Just Black Flag. I think it's called Mosaic.
Is it gluten free?
It's got malted barley, gluten, wheat.
I'll possibly.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to pass if I open it.
Oh, I have to have gluten. That's
You
a bit
don't-
unfair.
You don't have to have gluten. Maybe we don't open it.
Well,
Maybe
I'll
I
have
keep
some
it for a
gluten,
bit,
and you can feel guilty about how
This
I feel
is-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
You've opened it now.
Sure.
Yeah,
We've opened it now. Yeah,
You've broken
I've
the seal.
kept this for about 6 months.
I'm not going back.
I might not even like it.
Possibly.
Possibly, but I'll pour it. But yeah, Red Alert for me. Yeah, I played it. My dad loved it. I liked it.
Can we get your dad in on this podcast?
Yeah, my dad loved it. my dad.
We
being
could have-
a risky choice for this.
We could have a parent special. Each one of us brings a parent along.
Yeah,
their
well, if we talk
favourite-
about
and their-
80s music, we'll get.
And their
My dad
favourite
would love it.
movies.
My dad used to be a DJ in the 80s.
No way.
Yeah,
no way.
yeah, not like a big famous DJ. Is it the Isle of Sheppey off Kent?
Yeah,
Sure.
He used to like
It is.
DJ at the holiday parks there. Like when he was like
Hey, I prefer
20
the
or
holiday
something.
parks. No,
He loved it.
Butlin's DJ.
He absolutely loved it. He's got
I
some
bet.
stories to tell, and he was telling me about how back then, when there was a music video, because we didn't have like MTV over here. Well, there was, but you'd have to have a satellite. It was before Sky Digital and all that.
Yeah,
So the only place to watch a music video, you'd have to go to a club,
yeah.
and the club would have a license to play the music video. And he remembers when Michael Jackson's Thriller came out, and he said
Yeah.
it was a huge night. So it was bigger than like a movie opening night. Everyone wanted to watch the Michael Jackson Thriller.
Thriller was.
Yeah.
It was a film in its
Thriller
own
was
right.
amazing.
Yeah.
And he remembers it, and he was on the premiere night, and he got the it would have been Laserdisc.
Yeah,
That's how old it is. And do you guys know what Laserdisc is?
yeah.
I sort of do.
It's like a precursor to DVD, but
Yeah.
it was essentially like a vinyl. Well, not vinyl, but it was like it's the size of vinyl,
Yeah.
but it had it was a higher quality than VHS and Betamax, as the Americans would say.
Betamax.
Yeah,
yeah.
and it was meant to be the next thing. It didn't catch on because
Yeah.
the things cost thousands of pounds.
And then-
But that's what all these music videos were
Yeah.
sent to the clubs for.
Well, Thriller was amazing. Like, there's like a really long version of Thriller, isn't there?
Yeah, like 8-10 minutes or
Yeah,
something like
and
that.
that's
Yeah.
and that sort of
Where he
format.
starts in
then-
the cinema. and
Starts in the
walking
cinema,
home,
and then they're walking home, and it gets all crazy, and
turns
then like
into a wolf
Yeah.
and stuff.
turns
yeah.
into a wolf. But then, like, is it? Am I going crazy, or is it like a dream? And then it ends with
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the girl, him being like, "Oh yeah, like, are you okay?" And then it, like the last bit is like him turning around. And he's got like fangs. And he's like,
Yeah,
literally
he's got
scary.
those yellow eyes. Yeah, yeah.
It's got Vincent Price in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
And he's
well,
just-
Vincent Price does the whole voiceover for the film.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and he does the laugh at the end.
Yeah,
You call it the Thriller.
yeah.
It's just so
he makes the whole thing.
Yeah.
Vincent Price was his last. He was like super ill, or super old. Same thing, maybe.
Yeah, it is
But, like,
sometimes, yeah.
super old, not very well. But his last appearance in a movie was Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he like
I've read that
makes
somewhere as well. Yeah.
scary looking Johnny Depp topiary.
Yeah.
That's a weird film.
Topiary master
Good
Edward
film,
Scissorhands.
I saw a great meme earlier where it's like Tim Burton talking to a studio exec, and the studio exec's like, "Okay, Tim, what do you want to do this time?" And he's like, "I've got this great idea about this guy and this girl, and they have this love story." And you're like, okay, all right, what else? Well, the parents don't want them to be together, or there's all kinds of stuff it's not sure about. Okay, sounding kind of normal.
And
He's also
scissors.
super emo, and he's got scissors for hands. They're like, there it is. There it is.
And it's set in the most suburban American town for some reason.
But he spikes the waterbed, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't
But that's like, yeah, I remember watching that, and like that bit where he like does the waterbed thing, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's like really scary. But then what's also scary is like how that town is. Like that's such an American town, like a suburban town. Like I've always wanted to do a project where I go and like take photos where like in like a town in the middle of nowhere, and it's like kind of like Napoleon Dynamite kind of town where there's nothing really going on, but like people live there. Like it's not got a thing, it's just there.
Yeah.
So it's just the town.
It is weird.
And then like you go somewhere else and it like that really freaks me out. And I remember like Edward Scissorhands' town was like I didn't find Edward Scissorhands scary. I found the town that he lived in scary because it was just like a giant like,
and
you know, like Ed, Edd and Eddy, kind of like cul-de-sac, like because there's a big thing about like Ed, Edd and Eddy, like, you know, like creepypasta thing being like they're all dead. And
I forgot about that show. That's a good show.
yeah, it's a really good show, but it's like kind of dark because whenever they try and leave their cul-de-sac, they get like stopped. You know, there's like the Canker sisters who are like, you know, Cerberus, basically, like the three-headed, like the scary sisters that can like
never
if they're trying to escape, like because when they get this is a tangent and a half, but like
stick with it, Rob.
We're so far away from the Prestige right now.
We're so far away from Wu-Tang Clan, which we're talking about.
I'm keen to see how he's going to turn this one around.
We'll turn it around, we'll get there. But like, yeah, there's these like sisters that live in a trailer, and they live like on the outskirts of the town, and like the creepypasta is that like they're keeping all the kids in the cul-de-sac because you never see the parents either.
No, you don't. That's so true.
And like, whenever they try and get out of the town, like something awful happens where they have to like go back, and like it's a cartoon. But
so is that the idea that they're all in hell basically?
They're all in like purgatory or something. But like that's a scary thing. But now I've forgotten where we actually came from to get to this. Edward Scissorhands.
The thing I was going about Edward Scissorhands was like the town is like, just the ironic thing is that it's the complete antithesis of like every other Tim Burton town.
Yeah.
You think of like Nightmare Before Christmas, like Halloween Town, and Christmas Town. They're all these kind of like jaunty roofs and just the weird little aspects of it. But this was like suburban American, you know, just.
With a creepy mansion on the top of the hill.
Yeah. But also, all the houses are super colourful, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's almost very fake.
Yeah,
it's literally been
super fake.
It's maybe been 25 years since I've seen this film.
I mean, maybe it's obvious, and you know, but maybe
it's
the whole
Rider, right?
Yeah. That's where they like fell in love.
Maybe the whole point about that town being weird and creepy is the idea to make Edward Scissorhands in that film seem not so weird.
Yeah.
Well, he's the most normal one in it.
Right. Yeah. So maybe the deeper point there is that suburban America and the world is scary. Really,
he's 100% the most normal person in it.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell's going on here? Like, and then Winona Ryder's like kind of normal, but then they're like being so like fake nice to him.
Yeah.
He's got all these cuts on his face, and like they're like putting makeup on him to like try and make him look normal, and then they cut his hair. Normal, but like he's got all these scars. Like he's like super the Cure.
Yeah, he is. He's Robert Smith, isn't he?
I always think he's Robert Smith.
Yeah,
Robert Smith after like, you know, like a few shaving accidents. But yeah, that film like really terrified me as a kid, but not for the reasons that it should have.
Yeah,
like,
but maybe that was
because they go to the topiary thing, and I think at the end he's doing like ice sculptures. And it's like,
he is.
He's like making it snow,
and people kind of really accept him.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. It is.
It's amazing.
But Tim Burton's great at that. He's great at having darkness and beauty in one. Like he does that. Actually, if you watch I know everyone knows I love Batman and all that, like, you know. But in Batman Returns, basically, it's not even it's not even a Batman film. That when it gets to that point, it's just a Tim Burton Christmas film.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's set at Christmas. You've got the snow, and it's just...
That's the one with the penguin, isn't it?
Yeah, there's this ugly, horrible city, and a lot of it's set in the sewer.
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, you've got the penguin and the sewer and everything. It's
penguin
gross
is
and
a
horrible.
bird that cannot fly.
But there's something really beautiful about the film.
Yeah, there is.
You know, it's...
But there's... Who else is in that? That's not the one with like Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy?
No,
That's Batman. That's Batman Forever.
That was when Joel Schumacher...
No, sorry, that's Batman and Robin.
Yeah. That was when Joel Schumacher took the reins.
Well,
And he had Bane as just being this like hulking henchman.
Who's in the Tim Burton one?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Which one's like terrifying? Like not
Second
terrifying, but like Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Oh, no, that's
Riddler,
Batman
yeah.
Forever. That's
Batman Forever.
Yeah, that's Joel Schumacher one. The same direction
And
did
George
Watch Boys.
George Clooney is Batman.
So,
No, not in that one.
Michael Keaton is still Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer
is Batman.
Forever.
Yes.
yeah. So
And you got Jim Carrey as the Riddler, and then you got Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face.
yeah. Harvey Dent. But like, so we went to it must have been like 16, 17. We went to a Halloween party, and it was like I think we went, maybe it was Batman themed, or I think it was like Halloween, but like me and my friends were like, yeah, we'll go as like Batman. Like I went as Robin, called Rob.
Original.
My other friend went as Batman.
But you were proud of that one, weren't you?
My other friend went as like Jim Carrey's Riddler, and he
Was he called Jim?
no,
James.
John, and he went.
What the same?
Got like a green morph suit, and just put loads of question marks on it.
Yeah.
Because that was the outfit, wasn't it?
That was
Just
it, yeah,
like
and
a
the green mask,
green
yeah.
morph suit, green
Bright
mask, thing.
ginger hair.
Bright, I think he did spray his hair, but then green morph suit, like question marks all over it.
Because what was his name before? Is it Dr. Edward Nigma?
Enigma, yeah.
Enigma, yeah.
So basic. Dr.
Do you know, there's a funny thing.
Yeah, it kind of.
There's a funny thing.
Dr. Huge Ass.
I wonder who the Riddler is.
You know, so in the Dark Knight, there's a nod
I
to
didn't
that.
finish my thing about the
What were you
question marks.
saying?
It was so good. It ends so well. But we went. It was like me, my friend. We were Batman and Robin, and then the Riddler came with us. He was like, went to the thing, and like everyone's like, oh yeah, came as Batman and Robin. Like this one girl that's at the party was like, who have you come as? The questionable Hulk. So good.
That's so good.
And then for the rest of the night, it wasn't like it wasn't Riddler. It's questionable Hulk.
Was your actual life just destroyed there?
Wow. Incredible.
But
You're a precursor to Edward Norton, the least hulky person.
Yeah.
Great actor, but
Weird choice to pick for the Hulk.
Yeah.
For sure.
the questionable Hulk. Yeah, I've just come as Edward Norton.
sort of trying to pull us back to the Nolan theme a little bit, which I know this is not going to be a full Nolan, but there is a thing in The Dark Knight where they left it open for the possibly letting the Riddler be a part of the Nolan Batman universe, and it is Coleman Reese. So he's the guy who threatens to out Batman.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
and he like I love, that's one of my favourite scenes in it is when he goes to see Lucius Fox, and he's like, I want $10 million a year for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And Lucius Fox is like, let me see if I get this right. You think that your boss, one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in the world, is secretly a vigilante who spends his night beating up criminals with his bare hands, and your plan is to blackmail this person? He's like, good luck.
Yeah.
And he goes to the
I forgot about that.
and
bit.
he goes to the media anyway, and that's where the Joker rings in, and he says I don't want the fun to stop. And he says, I don't want Mr. Coleman Reese to spill the beans, as it were. And he says,
Who plays that character?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
He's a
But
famous dude.
But he
Like,
says so. But what it is the Joker says, if Mr. Reese
Isn't
dead in 1 hour, I blow up a hospital. But Mr. Reese, that's it, because it's supposed to be mysteries. That's the
Mysteries.
that was
Clever.
literally Nolan
Yeah.
put it in as like a little thing. He was like going to
It's
leave it
clever.
open because if that character Coleman Reese didn't or died or whatever
Yeah.
or had an off-screen
I never knew
death,
that.
they could have brought because they didn't know what they were going to do for the Dark Knight Rises yet.
Well, no.
They knew it was going to be about pain. That was there was a subtitle to each of those 3
Yeah,
films. So
fear,
chaos,
Yeah.
and then pain.
Yeah.
So, but
Let me find it because
Yeah.
I'm sure it's someone
I
that's
can't
like,
remember.
really
I can't
famous
remember
now.
who
I mean,
was.
The Dark Knight is my favourite film of all time.
Really?
Is he called?
Yeah.
That's a strong one.
Yeah,
Of all time?
Yeah.
Wowza.
The character's called Coleman Reese in The Dark Knight, so I don't know if you've found on IMDb and stuff.
I'm a massive Star Wars fan, and that was the second, and probably that should be my top.
Yeah.
Because I love Star Wars, but no, The Dark Knight, it's just an incredible film from start to finish.
It really is.
I mean, I love the whole Dark Knight. I call it
I
the
had
Dark
a
Knight
f-
trilogy.
Yeah.
But that particular, that second part,
Yeah.
Dark Knight is just incredible.
The
He's an actor, but we wouldn't have known him in anything.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
thought
he
it
was
was the
super
guy
famous.
that played like Venom in like Spider-Man 2 or 3 or whatever it was.
No, that
Oh,
was
right.
guy from the 70s Show.
Yeah,
Topher.
That's who I thought it
Topher
was.
Grace, is that his name?
Topher. Yeah, I thought it was Topher Grace.
Yeah.
It's not.
You could imagine him playing that sort of character.
Yeah,
See what
they're
he
kind
thought.
of.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
you can see.
Yeah,
how I thought that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a has-been. He's a nobody.
I'm sure he's doing better than us.
Oh, he's doing amazingly well.
I'm sure it's.
Yeah.
And he's also in the corner.
None of us have an IMDb page, and I've been in a film, so
No, what film?
I have been.
Is this the thing? Did we say this?
Oh,
now?
you were in World War Z, weren't you? When you were on the extras?
No, I was. A friend of mine got us to help
Taxi.
out on the costuming
Fake
for World
tax.
War Z. Fake tax.
Yeah.
No, we
You
will be.
can't say that.
Now we will be sued.
I didn't say fake.
They were down at Swampole the other day.
Yeah.
I was on the stunt team for Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh, that's cool.
I was about to say Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and I was like, no, it wasn't.
You were. Yeah.
I was on the stunt team for Mary Poppins Returns. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the
Emily
film.
Blunt and
Emily Blunt.
still Dick Van Dyke.
Well, Lin-Manuel Miranda, who was really cool. I met. I didn't meet Emily Blunt. She was stood near us and stuff whilst we were doing a scene, but she didn't like come and talk to me. She just talked to the director.
Yeah.
But Lin-Manuel Miranda, who was like her opposite sort of number in the film, he came over to us. He was talking to us. He was
Dick
bumming
Van Dyke's
cigarettes.
definitely in
with
it,
guys.
right?
I don't know. I've never seen the film.
I've never seen the film.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
Dick
should
Van
have
Dyke's
done.
in it.
My mum has seen the film and she was like, "It's the best film ever." And I'm like,
I've never, but then I'm gonna also, I've never watched the original Mary Poppins.
Hey man, yeah, same. Like I have.
I mean, I have about
But, like-
100 times.
like,
now.
I mean, I know the songs.
It was
but
always
I'm
on
not
in my-
I can't recall ever watching the film.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Like,
sitting
I think
down
I know
watching
like the like feed the pigeons thing.
Feed the birds.
Feed. Yeah, see, that's how much I've not
I'll be
watched.
honest with you,
That's
I know more about it
Yeah.
from the Simpsons episode
Tuppence about.
with Mary Bobbins, isn't that her name in the Simpsons? That comes to look after Bart and Lisa.
Sherry Bobbins.
Sherry Bobbins.
Sherry ball.
I know more about Mary Poppins than that.
That's it.
Same.
Hang on, can I just say, where are we? 23 minutes into episode 2
And there's
of the
a
first
Simpsons.
Simpsons reference. There we go.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm amazed
Well,
you two lasted
I
that
tried
long.
to get one in the first episode because there's the bit in the Simpsons where they're watching
She's
an
brutal,
old.
isn't she? Sherry Bobbins.
Yeah. There's a bit in The Simpsons though when they're watching a late night Batman episode, Bart and Lisa, and Krusty the Clown plays Clown Face, I think it is, or something. And it's just brilliant. And they're on a carousel, and it's going around, and then it just cuts to them with Krusty in cuffs and everything. And then he's like, how did you get out? He's like, I always carry a can of carousel repellent spray. Krusty's just like, what doesn't that belt have? It's just brilliant. And it is Adam West as well, isn't it? As the voice. They got him in to do the voice of the Batman.
I don't know.
Can't wait.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
How did we get onto Wu-Tang earlier? Was it through?
We talked about
Kombat?
Command and Conquer,
Then-
and then we talked about Mortal Kombat.
We spoke about
And then I said
had
about
like a
Wu-Tang.
actual filmed thing in a game, and then it went to Mortal Kombat being real people.
Wu-Tang Taste the Pain was one of my favourite games on the PlayStation again, and that's what introduced me. And do you know, that's what I really like about things. When was the first time you heard about something? So for the first time I heard about Nikola Tesla, really the idea of it was just it was just the word Tesla coil in Command and Conquer. It was the big coils that fired energy bolts, and they were brilliant because they could destroy so much stuff. But the first time I ever heard of the Wu-Tang Clan was Wu-Tang Taste the Pain, which was a computer
The
game.
game,
I didn't even know that these were real people.
Yeah.
This was a real rap group from New York, I think.
Staten Island.
Yeah. But those are levels that you play. You play Staten Island. You play the Bronx, I think. And
was it kind of like Streets of Rage? Like
no, it wasn't like a side scroll. No. It was just a standard beat 'em up, but there was like it felt kind of Mortal Kombat because it was basically they had this character that was like a mentor to the clan, to Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's based on a real person, but then he was like he'd been ousted from some monastery, kind of like Splinter in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And there were these like crazy Chinese dudes who came to America to find them and stuff. But like there were ones who literally could control gravity and stuff like that, and it was just weird.
But it's swords.
Literally 20 years since I played this game. But that introduced me to Wu-Tang and all the music in it, and like there was Old Dirty Bastard, and there was RZA and GZA, and I can't remember the names of the members.
Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, Ghostface Killer. Just all white face.
The guy from Scream.
Right.
Yeah.
But so RZA, like, he's been in so many films. Have you watched?
You're gonna name something truly obscure
it's the Seth Rogen film. Funny People. So RZA's in that.
Never heard of that film.
Never heard of that film.
Luke hasn't heard of that film, and that's saying something.
Funny People's an amazing film.
I know.
It's like Seth Rogen. He's like a struggling comedian.
Is it good?
It's amazing. It's like, I love that film.
I find Seth Rogen.
But it's Adam Sandler being like kind of like
Adam Sandler,
but like he's playing kind of Adam Sandler. He's like super famous, and then he goes and does like an improv, and he's like depressed or upset or like something's happening with him, and then he takes Seth Rogen's character under his wing. And But Seth Rogen works at a deli with RZA, and then like RZA's like, "You're not funny, man." Love it. Like, it's so good that he's in films. But like, I think the best thing RZA's in as a film. I don't know if you've watched this. Have you seen The Dead Don't Die?
Oh God, that's just full of gluten. That's a chalice of gluten right there.
Does it taste like bread?
It does. It tastes like sweet, delicious, deadly bread.
But The Dead Don't Die was like a zombie film that Jim Jarmusch did, and it breaks the fourth wall, which we can talk about in a minute. But like, there's this bit with
that's a whole podcast in itself. Films that break the fourth wall.
But he drives. So RZA's in it as a delivery guy for UPS. So there's I think it's like a video shop or like some weird shop in the film, and like Bill Murray and Adam Driver are like the main characters. They're like the two policemen in it.
Yeah.
And they break the fourth wall instantly. Like the first 5 minutes of the film, they're playing like the theme tune to the song.
Yeah.
So the theme they play the theme tune to the film, and then
that's what I thought.
The quiet taste, huh?
Sorry.
And
quiet taste.
I've had it for a long time. It's just been like on that shelf.
It's gonna be polite now, but Bob, it's lush.
Absolutely delicious. Yeah. We'll just keep saying that because we're rolling, I guess.
Try not to move stuff on here too much because that will pick up every scratch.
But sure. But
sorry, I'm the AV guy.
AV Rich. But I can't remember where I was now. But yeah, they break the fourth wall, and there's the theme song which gets played, and then it's getting played in the car as they're driving along. And then Bill Murray's like, I like this song or something, and then Adam Driver's like, yeah, it's the theme song for the movie.
How many people? Bill Murray, Adam Driver,
Selena Gomez.
Did you say Adam Driver? Did you mean Adam Sandler?
No, Adam Driver is in this film.
As in Kylo Ren.
As in Kylo Ren, yeah. The cast is unreal.
Bill
It's
Murray,
Taguchi from the Gucci
Adam
film.
Driver, Adam Sandler.
Not Adam Sandler.
Wait, we're in a different film now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, I thought we were still on Funny People.
No,
yeah.
we're on this
Sorry.
film that's got RZA in it, and I'll just show you.
Man,
that.
this podcast is a shambles. man.
It's funny.
shambles,
It's funny when
yeah.
you said to me about there being a whole podcast
Hang on.
on films that break the fourth wall. And do you know the two examples that came to my mind
Go
were?
on.
One was Deadpool.
Yeah.
The other was Aladdin by Disney.
Oh, right.
Like-
How does Aladdin do it?
In the start, there's the guy who's. How long ago did you last see Aladdin?
Well, yeah. Maybe when I was like 5.
Then you're
hang on,
30.
hang on.
So yeah. But there's a guy at the start, and he's like, "Come closer, come closer." And the camera pans right, and he's like, "Oh, that's too close," and pulls back. So there's that, and then Deadpool obviously breaks the fourth wall. All the time.
Wait, what film's that from? Whether
Aladdin.
That's
Yeah?
cool. I
I haven't seen the new Aladdin.
I'm gonna go home drunk and watch Aladdin
Yes, you are.
and just
Yeah,
start
you're
singing
gonna
the
like-
main
Eden's
song.
going to be like, "What the hell?"
Wait,
So
what
this
are
is
you
in the
watching?
film.
VUPN.
WPS.
VUPN. Is that Gollum? What was that?
And it's just
Oh
RZA
my
comes
God.
in. It's a zombie film. Everyone hated it.
Thank you.
I went to the cinema with my friend, saw it. I really liked it. He hated it.
It's a great film in the back.
The Dead Don't Die. I love it. Is that Razza or Risen?
Mm-hmm.
My
But yeah.
God.
Fourth wall.
Wow.
Whoopie
Tell you,
yes.
something I watched recently in Breaks the Fourth Wall in the new Doctor Strange film. Did you see it? Because me and you saw it together.
We went to the cinema together.
But, no, I mean the scene. Did you see the bit when Wanda looks at the camera
No.
in it? That was quite creepy. Yeah, I thought it was.
Does she do that?
Yeah, there's a bit. You know when she looks out the window in the house
Mm.
and she sees the other Scarlet Witch looking at her, and then it possesses her.
Yeah.
And there's a bit where the camera pans and she gets all like that, and then
She's watching TV, no?
and then she just turns to the camera, like it's really creepy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was quite unsettling.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there's probably
I don't
a
know
YouTube
how I
video.
would
Was
search
it a good one? The new Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I liked it.
I've
Yeah,
seen the
it was.
first one,
It
and
was
that
a
was
very,
cool.
it was a very Sam like Raimi film, and I'm glad he's back making like superhero films again in the Marvel universe. It's kind of come full circle.
It was good.
It was
It
good.
was really good.
Very weird, very strange. You know,
And there was
It should
what?
be,
America Chavez.
yeah.
She's cool. She can like travel the multiverse. And now she can control it. So I
They
think
then-
she's going to be like really important.
I'm
in those
gonna
new films.
really drop some names here because I know a dude who is Benedict Cumberbatch's stunt double.
Mm-hmm.
And if Steve watches this, he's probably going to correct me. I was probably wrong, but I know he worked on Doctor Strange at least.
Yeah.
But he's called Steve. I can't even pronounce his surname because I've only ever seen it written down. But it's Jehu. But I don't know if that's Jew or Jehu or you or whatever. But he's an awesome guy, and he is a stunt performer from Devon. And I met him down here. And I think I was a total asshole to him just because I was drunk as hell. We met in the front.
Yeah.
We met in the front. I was a total asshole to him. We've got a mutual friend called Izzy.
Tiki
Who,
Fire.
it literally as bad as that,
Tiki
yeah.
Fire night.
And I
Every
think-
bad decision in your life.
and I
has
think
been
I
down
was,
to Tiki
and this
Fire.
thing, I think I was a total asshole to him. Not in any way. I was just like being a drunken dummy, and he kept mentioning Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
and I kept thinking because I hadn't heard it. I kept thinking he meant Doctor Strange Love, and I was like, they're remaking Doctor Strange Love. Why would they do that? And he was like, no, man, no. It's a Marvel film. It's called Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like. Why would they do that though? Because Doctor Strangelove was like such a great film. Where he rides the bomb and stuff. And I was just such a jackass. Steve, if you watch this, I'm sorry. But
So
I met Steve again
This was
on Mary
before
Poppins.
Doctor Strange ever appeared in a Marvel film.
Yeah. So I didn't know.
Fine. So you didn't know.
Yeah, but I was there. But he said it to me several times.
Oh.
Several
Yeah.
times. He said,
Doctor
no.
Strange.
The film is called Doctor Strange. It's not Doctor Strange Love. It's nothing
yeah.
to do with that. And I was like. But why are they remaking Doctor Strangelove? And he was like,
You just
and
couldn't get it in
he
your
was
head,
just
yeah.
trying to be nice to me, and I was
Yeah.
being a fucking idiot.
Who made it?
Doctor Strange,
Love.
Love. Oh God, how do I not know that?
Is it? Why do I feel like it's like Kubrick or like
I
Francis?
think yes, I think it is. It's Kubrick. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hang on, I want to like double
Pretty
check.
sure.
It's not like
Yeah, is it Kubrick?
I think it is. Yeah, because it's Doctor Strangelove. Like the intro is like Doctor Strangelove, but it's like handwritten, and it's like then it's like loads of other stuff.
Or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love
Or
the
how-
Bomb.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's Kubrick, right?
I guess so. Well, look it up. You've got the internet.
I am. I'm on the internet.
But I met
right
Steve
now.
again on the Mary Poppins shoot.
Stanley Kubrick.
And it was really weird. And I was like, "Hey, Steve," and he looked at me and he was like, "Oh, hey, dude," because he's a really nice guy. But he was
a guy
also
that
like,
doesn't know fucking Doctor Strange.
"You're that asshole I met in a pub
Yeah.
drunkenly in Falmouth,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, right, yeah, okay, I'm that dick." So yeah.
Yeah, when he went home, they were like, "Oh, that was cool."
But,
He was like, "Oh, you know, yeah,
if
great.
you get a
Poppins
chance-
won Jackass."
Apart from that.
Wanker.
rich guy.
Honestly, so if you get a chance, because Steve worked on loads of the Marvel films, and on his Instagram, he's basically Steve is amazing at parkour and gymnastics and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Not the same thing, because parkour and gymnastics they don't like. But like Steve's got loads of videos on his Instagram of him. Like one of his job was that he played a lot of like the just auxiliary characters and henchmen and stuff, and he had there's an Instagram clip of him basically like. He had to do loads of stuff of him being thrown around by the Hulk. So what he would do is he would run at full speed, jump off a trampoline, and then hit a wall. But he had to make it look like he'd just been thrown at it, not like it was like actually intentional. So there's so many scenes of him just literally going like smash into a wall like that.
That's cool.
But like, and he literally, because I think it was who produced MCU? Is it Warner Brothers? Is it?
No, it's Disney.
It's Disney. Okay, yeah. So
Well, it's Marvel
like,
Studios, owned by Disney.
Yeah, I think they were basically
I'm
like.
sure it was Sony at first.
No. So,
Well, whoever it was,
I
I
know
think
this.
they were
You know
basically,
this.
they were basically
Alright.
messaging him and being just like, "Can you just film some videos of what we think it would look like if the Hulk was throwing you into a wall or something,
Yeah.
or over a thing or something like that?" And he just had to do loads of practice of that, and yeah. He did like Fast and Furious films and stuff. He's been working loads, but
That's
like
cool.
stunt work
That
is
does sound very
so like from what I've understood, like if you get into it, like it's a job for life if you're good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like there are so many performers who have like broken their backs, have died.
Wow.
There's the dude in Titanic who did the fall from the back of the ship.
And
he
hit the-
landed
hit the propellers.
Yeah.
Oh, that bit always
broke
makes
both
me
his
like,
legs.
oh.
Oh, did that actually happen?
Yeah, it was a stunt.
No way,
It
because
was a
I
stunt
remember.
gone
I
wrong.
remember.
As far as I
watching,
know,
like,
double check me on this.
that's
but, like,
the most gruesome part in that film. Is
Yeah,
where like
it's
someone
horrible.
falls from the thing and they hit the propeller and then they like spin
he was
off into
supposed to
water.
just miss the propeller and land in it.
Oh.
I think
they kept-
David Cameron, James Cameron, very different people.
Yeah.
I think James Cameron was like they talked, and there was a settlement. He got paid like $1 million, $1 million a leg, basically for the injuries he had.
I always thought it was a CGI bit. I didn't realise that.
So
as
did
far
I.
as I'm aware, like I don't want to promise anything I don't know, but like that's what
I
I
don't want to
heard.
be like super macabre and like this guy right now, but kind of do
Type
want to
in
see that
Titanic
again.
broken legs.
I'm gonna be that
because
person.
I'm not gonna.
Go
I'm
to
not
the
gonna.
loo.
You're gonna go to the
Type
loo.
broken legs, but I'm gonna.
I think
Titanic. What is it?
like
I
just
don't know,
type broken legs because it was in
Propeller Guy comes
Propeller
up
Guy.
straight away. Titanic, man hits propeller.
Yeah, but like you might have to see if you do it. Yeah, he was meant to miss it, and he just smacked and fell over that. But like, see if you can find out the trivia about it. See if that's actually true. Because I mean, you
If
wanna
it's
watch it
okay,
again?
I just want to watch it again. Okay, like people are falling off. Yeah, cool.
That is a huge jump. That's not the sound effect.
That wasn't the sound.
That's someone that's just completely overdone that. That is a huge jump.
That's a huge.
If that's
jump.
real, that's got to be like 30 meters.
That can't be real. He can't have spun that many times.
I don't know. Well, Google it. Like, look for it. You have the internet here. Like, this is your whole job on this podcast is to verify the bullshit that me and Luke say.
Hey, you guys
Like,
can
what's the
take
bullshit?
the.
Well, about whether or not the dude in Titanic actually broke his legs jumping off the back
And
of it or
what's
not.
the verdict?
Well, we don't know because Luke just keeps watching the video and not actually finding facts. It's like he's the worst
I'm
detective
Luke, that's
ever.
wrong.
Well, yeah, I've had 3 sips of this beer, which might be.
What is this?
I don't-
It's a saison.
I think it's made by the company that makes Tiki Fire. I think that's what it is. I
Yeah.
think it's.
Listen,
Which we
guys.
love, by the way.
Old Jay.
If there's any representatives of old
Yeah.
Jay
There's a
watching-
job where I can
Send
be.
a check.
There is a job where I can be the Tiki Fire spokesman, going around
my
to
God.
pubs and things, being the Duff Man.
I love how much I hate this beer,
Yeah.
but I'm still drinking it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's getting there. It's
The
more.
Propeller Guy. There's
You just
obviously,
type in Propeller Guy.
there's obviously not much going. I'm getting like the biggest ad thing ever.
Titanic Propeller Guy.
He was in his 20. the Propeller Guy. Do you want to hear this? This isn't even about the stuntman. This is like pretending that the Propeller Guy is a real person.
It's the fact that someone's even.
This is the backstory about a guy who's in it for 1 second.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour film.
Hang on.
He's in it for 1 second.
Yeah.
Cameron
hang
did
on.
his homework.
Yeah.
I'm on titanic.fandom.com. Right. / no, ready? / wiki / the Propeller Guy.
I don't even want to know what's about Kate Winslet in it.
And it says, right, in characters of the 1997 film, fictional victims of the sinking, the Propeller Guy.
What's his backstory?
This is so bad that we're laughing about a real tragedy. that people
Yeah,
died. Like,
it's a terrible tragedy,
but
but
I'm so sorry. But
it says, the Propeller Guy, 1912.
was that a quote?
That's the quote for him.
Oh my god, it's in there! Wow!
Next it says, yeah,
It's Propeller.
and it's a quote. He's been quoted as saying that. Rest in peace, all those guys.
Rob, this was the best idea that we
Yeah.
carried on talking after we
Yep,
carried on
after
drinking.
Luke went to the toilet. Yeah, the Propeller Guy was a passenger, most likely first or second class. How would you know that? On the Titanic in a 1997 movie of the same name. Stop it. He was probably in his 20s or 30s.
Oh no, my head hurts.
Again, how would you know that? When the Titanic sank, and this is a fact apparently, he had black hair.
How did they know he was his 20
Yeah, I know.
when he was in first or second class?
He either couldn't.
Oh god,
The
stop it.
conjecturing is
He
unbelievable.
either couldn't, wouldn't, or didn't get into a lifeboat when the ship was sinking. on the
Couldn't,
15th
wouldn't, or didn't.
Yeah, couldn't, wouldn't, or didn't get into a lifeboat when the ship was sinking on the 15th of April 1912. And acquired a life jacket at some point and was wearing a grey suit and black boots when it went down.
Wow.
He ended up at the stern, jumped and hit the massive propellers and died on impact, falling into the water. This was witnessed by Chief Baker Charles Jofflin.
Wow.
So there we go. We've got some massive facts there from Titanic.
I mean, if that's just about the guy that fell on the propeller, what's about Kate Winslet getting out in front of Jack?
Yeah, not having space for Jack on the door.
Well, yeah.
So selfish.
I mean,
There was totally space in that door for her.
So
For him,
space.
sorry.
can I just
But it might
say
have been-
we've just
I don't know. Who knows?
we've hit 42 minutes. The sun's just gone down, and I think if I talk any more, my face is going to fall off with laughing.
Yeah,
because
my
that
jaw
was
hurts.
that was too
Yeah.
much.
So funny.
Well,
But
you know-
that was episode 2,
That was episode 2. Like,
which was fucking fantastic.
and what we've done is we've come out a week later in the exact same clothes that we were wearing for episode 1.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, should we end episode 2 the same way we ended episode 1?
How did we end episode 1?
Chin chin.
Oh yeah,
Chin chin.
chin guys.
This
To the propeller guy.
macabre
Yeah.
to the propeller
To
guy.
the Propeller Guy.
That's the title of the episode.
That's it.
There it is.
Immortalised.
Yeah.
More guys.
Well, thanks. Yeah, brilliant.
Brilliant.
Goodbye. What do we say? What's up? Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe below.
Yeah.